The ghost dandelion. A spirit dandelion. And the spirit of this dandelion, so this is a true story. So I was in my garden, just doing my things. I was watering the plants. I watered a dandelion. The next morning I realized that the dandelion went missing. I know I watered it, now I could have cut it, there was no one in. I asked my friend if they were playing a joke on me, but they said no. And as I looked into their eyes, they were 100% real, telling the truth. So, and then I'm wondering where it's gonna. I searched the whole garden. I did it. I remember that I've planted it or something. And then all of a sudden, I see that the next day after, it reappeared again at that same spot, but this time, it's bent down as if it hasn't drank water for ages. I went to pour water on it to give it water, but I realized it started whispering something. It whispered my age and my name and my date of birth. In what way did that happen? What caused it? At first I thought it was just the sound making up and I'm just playing tricks in my mind. And I got a bit confused with what's happening. And I went inside and then I saw it into my on my computer onto my desk where I keep my computer in a pot, and I never had that pot as well. How did I get there so fast? I took it outside to see if there's two plants, but no, there was just one. Here. How did that happen? I called my friends to see if they know anything. I called Joshua, Ben, and Dom to see if they know anything, but they just said that they were watering their own ones. And then, what caused it? All of a sudden, it started making these strange moves that it normally would not make. It would spin around in a circle as if it was trying to dance like this, left to right. I have no idea of what's happening at all. So, is this supposed to happen? Is this a strange phenomenon, or is it just a natural thing that's supposed to happen in the plants? Of course, I've never seen anything like it. Later on, I realized that there was another dandelion, petals growing through that in the petals, making a strange hiss sound. At first, I thought that there was a snake hidden in my flowers, but when I went to check it, I put safety gloves on to make sure I'm safe and everything, but there was nothing in there. And then I realized that then after 3 days later, I check on it to see if it's alright. And then I see it stretching itself, pushing itself from the soil, trying to get out. It was pushing so hard that I thought it's going to make it out of the soil. I started to panic, knowing what might happen once this goes out. I just had to sit there. I closed my eyes, and at the blink moment, I saw it just when it's just starting to get out. I blinked, panicking. But then when I opened my eyes, I was in the bathroom, in the toilet. I was on the toilet with my head staring at the ceiling. I was so confused. What is this even? Dandelions is often in empty fields along always come. Wow, I can see that, but the dandelion, maybe it was possessed. I'm so confused right now. Right now, my dandelion is, I think it's not here now, but I know the next day I wake up like tomorrow. So tomorrow when I go to school and when I return, I know I'm gonna see it again. This, like, once I went downstairs to check up on it again, I thought I went in a coma for a second, but I screamed and I saw that I wasn't. How did I get there? I went to see on the thing if it's outside, and then yes, it is. It's just the little roots are just above it. I screamed loudly to see I screamed panically. I think I started to panic a lot. I screamed, but it bounced on top of the soil. It usually fall down. Not this time. It was balanced. What is this now? It just balanced on the top. I tried to search up on Google to see what these strange things are. Is it a rare phenomenon in the plant? Does it just happen rarely? I Googled, but there was no information. At that point, I decided to go for a walk. And then, the first thing I remember, before I planted the thing, it had like an evil smiley face on the seed. And I saw that, but I just forgot about it and I started to plant it. Now my dandelion is fully grown. It would always come down whenever there's sunlight. It would always turn into a more natural, happy plant. But as soon as there's a cloud over the sun, it will go crazy and just start whispering and stuff. It would always face the sun, which is not this type of plant. And then I'm realizing that it is opening up its petals. I touched it, but then it started to bite my fingers. Three weeks later, after going outside and just forgetting about the plant, I came back to check on it, and I could so panic. It was huge. The plant was ginormous. It was the size of a computer. It's supposed to be the size of, like, my one was the size of, if you look at the keyboard, or its lengths are from the escape to the F9 it was. But this one, I think F3 it was, from escape to from the corner of the escape to F3. It was quite tiny actually, but then it grew so large. It started pumping in front of me. I got so scared. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I think I got so panicked that I have no clue of what's happening at all. Guys, if you have any phenomenon, so I ran outside for a couple of hours. When I went back, it was tiny again. It was so tiny that it was just the size of an F1 key. It was very tiny. I touched it. First I thought that I might be planting a fake plant that does these things as a joke, but that wasn't the case at all. It It has nothing to do. 95 days later, I realized that the plant I am planting is actually a spirit. It's a scirit, which is like a spirit inside a spirit. And it's a ghost dandelion. I realized it after that. I was so confused. I searched ghost dandelions on the internet, and I read so many stories about them. I used to read them on Wikipedia and everything. I read a bunch of stories, but that makes no sense. I grew it, and then I realized that it's not that good. It's not that interesting. It's not safe at all. It's a very dangerous flower. This flower, the dandelion, was so strong, it grew teeth that could crush through iron. Very dangerous. If I put my finger in it, it's going to crush my finger, of course. But then I panicked. I panicked so much. I ran outside with the plant stretching behind me and I'm trying to leap away from it. The ghost dandelion, it was so dangerous. It snaps. It even breathes. There's electric. It's electric. Soon, 95 weeks later, which is like a long time after. Yeah. And I've literally just planted this plant when I was like, I think like 9 or 10 years old. So a long time ago, when I think I can't have a go really, and 95 weeks after, and then just next day, just after grid, it just turned into a spirit edge in front of my eye, and then went into the cloud and just disappeared. Ever since now, I still have no idea what happened, what have caused it, or what could have possibly happened. I'm not sure what's happening at all, but I gardened it in that same spot. I did a special power to the flower lines. Yeah. And I had to say 9 powerful words in order to get this plant into its natural state. What was happened was completely abnormal. The plant was evil, and how do I make it friendly? I had to say these words. I will petal. I think I will petal at plants with a teeth. What? The teeth what? I had to shout that. Throw a bit of holy water on it. And then this like way, and then it just out of nowhere, it just like it calmed a lot down. It was nice, and I forgot so about it. I first thought I was dreaming. How could I have not thought I was dreaming? Once again, it's finally started to vanish. Wow.